What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, episode 5. I hope y'all are hyped for this one because it's quite the banger, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, per usual, I gotta ask you, please hit that sub button if you're liking the channel, if you're liking the content and you want to see more of it. Hitting that subscribe button costs you a whole lot of $0, and it does miles in helping the channel grow, helping provide just a lot of means for me to make more content, a lot of motivation, all that good stuff. So if you could, please hit that sub button. And again, if you got anything you want to tell me or talk to me about, please leave a comment down below. I try to respond to as many as possible. So if you're looking for that, go there. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this one, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.
I guess quick recap of last time. You guys took over the mercenary base with a well-constructed plan between you guys and Kenjiro. You took all of them out. You went a lot around looking for the snow leopard, but you couldn't really find signs of him. You left an offering for him at the cave entrance, an offering of a skinned rabbit. Um, Aside from that, you guys got back to the mercenary base, and now you're considering what your plan is in your approach to the island in the middle of the frozen lake, surrounded by a fog, which you can presumably shield yourself with the incense that you found in the carts that the mercenaries left behind. Um, you guys have any questions about where we are, what we're doing?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I think. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Kenjiro sort of gestures to everyone. He says, "All right, what's the plan? What do we do next?" Just to give you some context, it is, oh shoot, I think it's evening, or is it morning? I think it'd be evening at this point.
It would be evening. We
I
got
don't-
back to the camp from
I was
doing
gonna say,
other
I don't
stuff.
remember the
Right,
times.
right. That was the idea. Is that
That we were gonna do this in like the span of 3 days. This is the first day, I think,
right?
or like something like that.
Well, no, you had 2 days, I believe. So
Yeah.
tomorrow would be your last day potentially, assuming they don't, you know, move up their schedule, so to speak. Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, so yeah, Kenjiro asked everyone what their opinion is on what the next job is. It's currently evening. You know that there are 5 mercenaries on the island, in addition to an archaeologist named Toku. Um, and you don't know if that archaeologist is the same Shoten clan Jonin that you encountered before or not. Um, it's difficult to say.
Gotcha. All right. My plan. There's 5 mercenaries,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they're obviously using incense.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we try to get Than or even Arata, just whoever's sneaky enough to maybe take away their incense, and that should be like a quick way to deal with them. I think.
Indra nods, but he says they're on the island though, so they don't need to get through unless they're leaving.
Yeah, because the Genjutsu didn't affect
Gotcha.
the island area.
Correct.
Gotcha.
The fog was just around the island. It wasn't on the island itself.
That was my plan.
Well, I mean, seeing as nighttime's closing in soon, I would say scouting wise, it definitely wouldn't hurt to at least nighttime get in there. Between me and Than and our smell and our decent perception of stuff, we should be able to get a decent idea of at least what's going on. Because did we find anyone else except the main ninja dude that we don't really know yet?
We know there's
Not the first time you went there, but you kind of went more or less straight to the temple because you were being led by Kenjiro. You didn't really scout the island that much.
Okay, gotcha. I definitely say we go scout the island, like even like right now, get an idea. Worst case, we should still have time to come back and make a plan for this last day. Or if we see an opening, just grip and rip it.
Kenjiro nods and he says, "Yeah, I would say scouting makes sense. Although we probably don't want to get too close to the temple again in case the Jonin is still there."
Kenjiro. Are the things that he was summoning, like the monsters or whatever, were those also chakra beasts, or were they something different?
Kenjiro says, those would be chakra constructs, or chakra spirits, not chakra beasts. Uh, it's difficult to say exactly how he summoned them. Usually, those sorts of summons aren't terribly stable unless you have someone concentrating on it the whole time. And there were a lot of them there, so I can't imagine that anyone would be that he would be able to concentrate on all those at the same time while fighting us.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't know what the deal is with those. They could have been pre-prepared traps too. Like I said, it seemed like they were sort of guarding the place, the temple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was just curious if it was.
Well, I liked your idea of like luring him out as well. Especially with Rabbit Trapper Boy over here. I mean, he can set up us a little like minefield of traps, and then if we do lure him out, as Kendra had talked about a while ago, lure him out, get him into the zone, and take him out.
That was one.
Osaka nods enthusiastically, but Kenjiro says, if you recall, on the last fight, the end of it, he got caught in one of those rabbit traps that Osaka laid down. So he knows that we have a person who has traps at their disposal.
This is true.
It's not impossible. I'm just saying we got to be aware of what
Yes.
what they're thinking.
Yes. Hey, I mean, even if you know they're there, if he's having to divert attention and time in order to find these traps, that still will leave an opening,
I mean,
nonetheless.
even if we put the traps down, they're made out of metal. I can be moving them a little bit. You know,
True.
they won't stay still. Could help, but
Kenjiro strokes his chin. He says, "Yeah, that could be interesting."
all right.
Well, anyway.
I think you two scouting it out for right now, not bad. And then go in after what you tell us. Going in, everybody kind of going in blind isn't the most comforting thing, I think.
Okay. I'm game.
Kenjiro nods and he says, "I agree. Although I will say that we should probably all go together. I don't want to split the party too far apart.
Okay.
Just in case because we don't know where the Jonin is. He could
Yeah.
pop up at any point."
Yeah, I don't think me and Than are taking on that Jonin, especially if we are hitting as hard as we did on this camp last time. So,
I don't know, Sam did pretty good last time.
yeah, no, he didn't. So, me nor Than did anything. So, don't
Hey, you
patronize my dog.
You can walk on
don't know.
snow now.
Yeah, well, that's something, huh?
Yeah, by the end of the last time, Arata, through some of the tutelage of Izuto, did manage to learn how to walk on the snow relatively well.
Yes.
He's still sort of a beginner at it, but it's not causing him nearly as much issues as it was before. Thanatos, on the other hand, is still struggling.
Well, okay, look, he likes the snow. Okay, guys, it's not his fault. All right, anyway, let's get to scouting, and then we'll go from there. Leave poor
Each
Thanatos.
of you grab a generous portion of incense from the chest and begin burning it. You head across the icy lake as the evening sun begins to set in the west, casting a orangish pall over the fog. You head through the fog and exit on the other side without issue. So I'll have Arata go ahead and make a stealth check. It's you and Thanatos that are sort of trying to scout things out, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'll have you and Thanatos go and both make stealth checks.
I think my stealth is +6. Yeah. Good lord, bro.
Are we starting off strong? Yes, we are.
Oh, buddy. And Than gets +5.
Did you roll? I can't see anything.
Yeah. Is it coming up for y'all?
Yeah. Our
Nice.
Arta got an 8.
Arata has an 8. Than has a 19.
Dan is an 18.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. It's not showing up for me.
I think you might have to refresh because it shows that you aren't in the.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have your name.
And
Oh, his
none
name's
of
here.
it.
His name's here. Yeah.
But it just popped up.
Oh, okay. Yep, I can see it now. Okay. So I'll say with Thanatos' help, I would say that's sort of a group check. So one pass, one fail. Passes. So you get a decent sense of the island. It's a relatively large island for considering the size of the lake. On the northern half is sort of the temple area and these sloping hills that sort of lead down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on the southern half, it's a bit more open. And interestingly, you see, well, I'll just go ahead and show you the map, and I'll place your guy on it real quick. You don't see much of note, but you do see this, the mercenary camp on the island.
Ooh, cool.
And you see that a portion of the lake is not frozen near this area, and you see this large flaming entity that seems to be floating around and has these glowing eyes in the distance, and it's just sort of it's running around near the edge of the shore, and it like just randomly attacks the bits of ice and breaks some off and sort of melts it. And you see it sort of like making a cackling motion with its massive mouth as it does so.
Okay. So there's spirit animal. And then do I how many people am I seeing at this camp?
You see two of the mercenaries around a campfire and an older man. Difficult to kind of tell from this distance what his deal is, but he's clearly he doesn't appear to be a combatant necessarily. He doesn't have any obvious weapons or anything.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and regroup and note my findings. Am I able to get any closer, or am I risking things, or what's the...
You feel like if you tried to get closer, you would be taking a risk. You could roll additional stealth checks if you wanted.
Right. How stealthy are we feeling, guys?
How stealthy are you feeling, bro?
Arata is... All right, I'm going to tell Arata, hey, Fan, sit back, bud. I don't need you playing in the snow while we try to walk up here. Okay, I'm going to try to get a little closer, see if I can make out any other useful information.
I will say, towards the shoreline, the snow is pretty well packed in and it's pretty icy, so Thanatos has a much easier time there. To the west, though, it does become more fluffy and whatnot.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah,
Okay,
so I'll then chill out, and I will use my 25 to get as close as I can, relatively speaking.
Yeah, so you get quite close with that. You note the presence of sleeping mercenaries in their respective tents.
Okay.
And the guy, he has like these pretty fancy glassware. And I'll say you get close enough. Go and make a perception check.
All right. Perception, I believe it's a 6 as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you see, you hear some of the mercenaries refer to him as Toku. So
Okay.
he is apparently the person who hired these mercenaries.
Okay. The
Who's
archaeologist person.
Yeah. He has a necklace around his head, or around his neck, that hangs down. He kind of clutches at it occasionally, and it's this bright, very bright, gleaming red gem at the center of it, and he's like clearly like focusing on it to a certain extent.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I definitely head back to the squad with all of this info to go give my findings. And I don't see our scary ninja friend that we have previously known.
Yeah, no, you do not see him here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head back to the gang and report the findings.
Okay. I'll say I'll just have everyone sort of. You're hiding on the northern slopes over here.
Okay. Yeah. So right now, we're looking at all 5 mercenaries in the camp. 3 of them are sleeping currently. 2 of them are surrounded by this fire, and what looks to be the archaeologist dude, I heard them referring to him under the name that we saw in that letter. And there's also this really weird, like, fire monster off to the side. I don't know what's up with that thing. It keeps kind of messing with the ice. But besides that, nothing too crazy. The archaeologist guy had some kind of weird necklace thing, and he's really focused on it for some reason. But that's, I can only figure out so much from a distance.
Kenjiro says, that's more information than I would have expected. You did a good job, Arata.
Yes, I did something.
Good job.
Kenjiro says, the flame spirit, that sounds like a chakra spirit, and it sounds like the guy, Toku, is probably concentrating on maintaining his control over it. So if we took him out early on, we might be able to deal with the flame spirit.
All right. Do you think we could control the flame spirit with the necklace, or is that not usually how chakra monsters work? Is it usually tied to the person?
Usually it takes some time to get used to the item in question.
Okay.
So probably not.
So I can't just yoink it and control the fire monster, is what you're telling me?
Not unless you had really good chakra control, and
Hey.
frankly, Arata,
I got
All right.
this.
We don't know. You know what?
Yeah,
We'll stop there. I get it. Okay. We don't have to throw any shade. Okay. Thank you.
just takes practice, that's all. In
Working
any
on
case, do we want to attack this camp and try to deal with these guys, or should we go straight to the temple and try to deal with the Jonin? That's the question.
How far away is the temple? Like, will these guys be notified, or like are we within range of said temple?
The temple, I'll say it's about a quarter mile or so to the north. It's a big island, but not that big. It's, I'd say, about a quarter mile diameter.
Okay.
So, I mean, a fight, probably you wouldn't be able to hear it really unless they were trying to pay attention. But if there were like bright flashing lights in the middle of the night, then they'd probably notice that.
Okay.
So yeah,
Listen, I'm saying this is my plan.
Mm-hmm.
What was the trapper's name again? Trapper of Rabbits?
Osaka.
Osaka. Osaka probably stays back on this one. But here's my plan. Quick little in and out.
Mm-hmm.
We need to attack this camp to have to deal with less like chakra things.
I agree.
Because he is obviously the one summoning, controlling, or keeping them under control. I say fastest movement speed, which is Suiko right now, just goes in there and bops them. I mean, just domes them. And then we try to control the other ones. Or, since Arata is probably being a little stealthy, he comes over to this side. And we go in through the right side where like the fire beast is kind of at. And we try to distract them and Arata gets to him. One of those things. Like, let's deal with him first in a stealthy manner, or in either an upfront manner, either or, and then we deal with the rest of the mercenaries. But he should be our main focus right now.
Yep, I agree. I mean, so just focus him, make sure we knock him out, and then deal with the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kenjiro says, so we're trying to do a stealthy approach, trying to get as close as possible first. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think Arata's been doing good. I think we can do this. I think we just try to lure him over to us. Go a little, but not like all the way into their camp. Just try to lure him over, buy him some time, and then try to get him to get the
drop.
guy with the necklace. Yeah.
Okay,
So wait, who's luring?
yeah, are we luring the mercenaries to us and then I charge towards old dude and down him?
No. I was saying there's two options. We can either you charge towards him and dome him, or we can have Arata sneak through. I'm guessing the sneak through approach is probably better. I just thought it'd be funny if you went over there and just hit him. But yeah, we could probably do. We should get.
Once Arata gets him, though, won't he just be surrounded by 5 mercenaries?
That's
Well,
why
that's
we
what-
need to be there at some point.
That's why Kevin was saying, like, y'all will stay around here, and then that's why Izuto was saying stay around here and then
Make
draw
some
them
noise,
this way.
Distract them. Like, I'm not saying like go here. This is a horrible color for the snow, but go here and then like try to fight them. But like go here, like throw some ice or something, or I can throw some rocks, little earth style.
Because there's no way that old guy is following in the front line. He's almost assuredly going to stay back.
In the front line.
So,
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
and then I can just walk up the ridge and get an easy little kapow.
Little pickpocket.
And before we fight, by the way, I'm going to mark the old dude as my primary target, which is important if I have to deal damage to knock him out. So, just letting that be known to everyone.
Is that like a thing?
Yeah, it's like my hunter thing. I can mark someone as my primary target now, and it like lets me do bonus stuff. So he is my primary target.
Do you just have to declare it, or is it like a jutsu?
No, it's not a jutsu. It's just I declare it. If I know what someone looks like, or if I know their name, then I can declare them as a primary target.
That's some bounty hunter shit.
Doing a thing.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. Sounds good. So Kenjiro nods and says, and agrees with the plan. So Arata will be going as close as he can and hiding. Is that the idea? To start?
Yes.
Yeah,
up
I'm
up
thinking
to the
like
left.
around. Yeah,
And
kind of where
then-
that trail's going, more or less.
Yeah.
A little.
And then
middle
y'all
one.
will take more the water
On
side.
the coast, yeah. And then I could use some
Run up the east coast, if you will.
the middle coast, if you will. And then I'll just use some either earth style, or we can get Suiko to
I'll say
punch the
that'll
ground.
that'll
or
also
something like
funnel them really well for Izuto's
that. Yeah, for my
jutsus.
stuff.
Okay.
So
Easy peasy.
So you guys can start moving your characters. Then I'll call for stealth checks when I need them.
Okay. Let me
Alright,
get Than to
I'm
follow me
good.
up here. Get a little boop boop.
You can move
Awesome.
Kenjiro too. Kenjiro will just stick with Izuto, unless.
okay.
That's fine. And like scoop scoop. Are we comfortable now? Are we comfortable now? How we feel?
Yeah. Night is falling at this point.
Okay, so we do have a
so
little advantage in darkness.
They have a little campfire, which is kind of messing with their dark vision. They're not exactly expecting an attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I'm up to the rock, which I'm assuming is how close I can get without stealth checks. This is my assumption.
I currently see you as like pretty far up.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, like my person hasn't moved for you yet? Is that what you're saying?
well, okay, yes, that is about as okay. That's as far as you can go without a stealth check. Yeah.
Okay. And I would say this is close enough because I can hold up. How much is 35? I mean, if y'all want to start calling the mercenaries, at that point it would be then me and Than could just yoink up and punch the dude in the mouth.
Sure. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll do this one. I'll just.
If we're feeling ballsy, I can make a stealth check to try to get behind this rock, like wrap around the far west side.
No, maybe do this good one. Yeah, can I just use some like earth jutsu to move some rocks around? Try to make some noise. Nothing too major.
Sure. Yeah. I'll say using your iron, you can sort of manipulate some of the earth around pretty easily. Okay. The mercenaries sort of get up and look into the darkness, they put out the fire and start peering into the darkness. And they do see you in the distance, and they sort of call out and say, "Hey, who goes there?"
Oh, sorry guys, I got lost in this fog. What is this thing?
Go and make a deception check.
Oh, man.
Like that. I like the.
Okay. They seem to hesitate for a second. And then they start moving forward. And they see Suiko and Kenjiro there as well. And they start yelling to wake up their comrades.
This is what we wanted.
So I guess we'll go ahead and roll initiative there then. And I will start playing music.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes, sir. Last is per usual. Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's not it. Oh, that one's loud. Jesus.
Oh, it is really loud, isn't it? Gonna turn that
I think
down.
all the songs are playing simultaneously.
Oh, well, that's what I wanted.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just said now play.
Oh, I think Than's going first. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
We're good.
All right. Sorry, I need to roll them too.
I think I'm going last as per usual.
Dang, I still am gonna end up gonna
Second,
be
you're still
ahead of you too.
second,
Yeah,
third, second,
even
third,
with a
fourth,
bad
fifth,
roll. That's so
there.
funny.
I'm still there. Damn, nat 20 already. He's still there. Yeah, imagine rolling a nat 20 and still not getting to go first.
This is again gonna be one of those things where it's like going first in this moment, I guess, isn't that good. Yeah, I should have if I would have gotten to that rock, going first would have been big.
Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. What did you get, Arata?
I rolled a 11, I believe. Yeah. I was an 11, and Fan was a 23.
Jeez.
He nat 20'd.
Oh, nice.
I would really prefer we don't use our nat 20s on initiative, but you know, here we are.
He's doing his best.
Izuto, what did you get?
7. I'll stay going last, baby.
9.
7 and then 9 for Suiko.
Yep.
E.
Andrew needs to roll. Not that great. All right. Can I just have it do this automatically?
Wouldn't that,
I can. Look
wouldn't
at
that
that.
be too
All right.
easy?
No, I did it. Thanatos is up first.
This mercenary's going fast. I'm actually gonna have Than, because he's still not great at moving through snow. I'm gonna have him just like prep a dash and chill out.
Okay, sounds good. One of the mercenaries, which one? Sort of stumbles from the tent, and starts moving forward to his buddies, sort of asking about what's going on. One of his other buddies joins him, and then this guy at the front says, "Intruders!" And 1, 2, 6. He will go ahead and take a swipe at Kenjiro.
Already? That's my old man.
He was just within
My
range.
man's.
Which is going to be
Excuse me.
an iron strike, which is +3 to hit. And Kenjiro easily dodges it.
Of course.
Without any problem.
Not one.
1, 2, 6.
Look
This
like
other
my
guy, he
rules.
goes forward and he says, "Don't worry, I got the fire bombs." And he starts pulling into his pack, and he produces a number of paper bombs, and he throws them at Izuto. Izuto, go ahead and make a dex save.
I'm just a poor little boy.
Did he roll? I can't tell.
Yeah, I got a 4.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, Suiko and Kenjiro need. So Suiko, go and roll a dex save as well, and Kenjiro has to roll 1, 2.
I'm so close to being able to reach them. This is so annoying.
She got
Okay.
a 10.
So Izuto and Suiko, you both take.
Not idea. Already?
Not particularly.
13 points of fire damage as the explosion. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. No, wait. You take 13 points of fire damage, Izuto. Suiko only takes 8 points of damage, and Kenjiro takes 4 points of damage.
Take 13.
Yeah, 13. Sorry, I don't know what I said.
Jeez.
Next up is Kenjiro, and I should be turned over here. And he will attack this guy. And he does knock out the first mercenary.
Almost doubling his health.
Another mercenary sort of crawls from the tent. And this guy sort of points at him and says, "Protect the asset." And he nods and sort of steps next to Toku and sort of sets himself up in a defensive stance there. Arata, you're up next.
Ugh. I can't reach him in one move from here. Is there any world where I could, like, stealthily, like, walk up behind this tent or something like that? Like, waiting for the mercenaries to move a few more feet so I can knock this dude out?
Yeah, you can try to get closer with a stealth check.
Alright.
I mean, there's a chance that they see you, obviously.
Yes. 16?
Okay. I will roll a perception check for that.
You could just roll less than a 16. That'd be fine.
Okay, yeah. You can move your full movement speed. No dashing, but you can move your full movement speed.
Okay.
Towards them.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're like on the snow, and it's not super like dark, but they're not paying attention to that area right now. They're just seeing this combat ahead of them.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have Arata step up to here then, so then I can kind of come behind as the mercenaries move forward on my next turn.
Okay.
I'm trying to think I don't think there's anything I can really do for my action here that is.
Well, your
Or
action
that is, it was being stealthy. Okay, gotcha.
All right, Suiko is up next. Kenjiro points at that mercenary and he says, "Show him who's boss, Suiko."
Yay.
Punch him in the face.
I will. Let's see. Okay. Alright, sorry, trying to remember which move I want to use. Okay.
If Than does the dash that I prepped, can I still have that be stealthy or no?
No, he would need his action to be stealthy.
Okay, gotcha.
It's taking like the hide action, I believe, is what that's considered.
Okay.
Which would be stealthy.
What are we thinking, Suiko?
I think I want to do the moonlight high tech thing.
I think you have to run at them for that.
Sorry, what?
Moonlight High, I think you have to run at them.
Okay, you must. Yeah, you're right. Have to have moved at least 15 feet.
I could move back and do it.
That's true. You use your
Right
movement
now.
to walk backwards and then run up.
And then run forward and then do it.
Ah,
If he'd have a whatchamacallit? The reaction.
Okay.
I'd probably
Okay.
use like High Monk, I think.
I'm look. Okay.
The good old, the classic.
High Monk
Okay,
is a good
yeah.
old classic.
Okay. Don't I roll twice for a d12 with that one? Since no. Yeah, I do 2 kicks.
Yeah, it'd be your unarmed damage, whatever that is. I think it's 6 plus
Yeah.
1d6, and it would be that twice. be, I think, /R 1d6 plus 6.
Well, she has to hit first. So.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
So I have to hit first. So I roll my d12 plus the 6, right?
D20 plus
D20.
D20. Okay. Okay.
And you'll do that twice since you're attacking twice. This is the moonlight kick or something.
This is a high mark.
Yeah, it's on page 3 or 4 if you want to look at it. Okay.
Yeah, and it is 2. It's tells you to attack 2 times.
So the first kick hits, the second kick goes a little wide. Go and roll 2d6 plus 3. Okay. He takes the second hit, and he says, "We need support up here." Next up will be Izuto.
What's the quickest way to intimidate him? I'm just kidding. I would just use Dust Coat. The centipede fully goes into sand. It is just around me, and it sticks to my skin, practically being invisible. So it's shifting towards the color of what I look like.
Okay.
And it's basically just a shield, but it goes with me. It'll last 8 hours. And it will take 5 chakra.
Oh yeah, Suiko, mark off the chakra for that jutsu you just did.
It was
Right.
I think it was 5 chakra.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah. The sand encases me, making me. It's invisible, so you can't tell that I have it. But for the duration, my AC is 13 plus. It's kind of nutty. It's 13 plus. Ninjutsu ability modifier. Which one's the ninjutsu ability modifier? Is that just the regular ninjutsu one?
Your ninjutsu. That would just be intelligence, I think.
Oh, okay. That's kind of what I heard. So it's 16 plus. Would it be rounded up or rounded down if it's like a 0.5?
It's your intelligence modifier, so it's the +3 or whatever.
Yeah, but it's a plus 13 plus an ninjutsu plus half of my proficiency, which is 3. And then I gain.
So that's +1. So it'd be an AC of 17.
Yeah, and then I gain temporary hit points equal to my ninjutsu save, which is I think 14. So I gain 14. I'll just add. Can I just add it to my health?
Your ninjutsu save would be 6.
6. Okay. I thought the DC was 8 plus the 6.
Here, let me check that. This what jutsu is this?
It is the Dust Coat. It's on magnet release for the Jiton clan.
Let's go. Okay. Oh, all right. No, you're right. And additional equal to your ninjutsu save DC. So that's
14 for me.
14. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of temp HP.
Do you want me to keep that in mind, or can I just put it as my health since it's for 8 hours?
Yeah, you can put it as your health. Yeah. Temporary hit points. The only thing about them is that you can't stack them. So you can only have like one source of it at a time. But as long as you only have one source, it's fine.
All right. So there we go. So armor class 17 and 25 health now.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, and I think that will be it for my turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually have Fan dash here. But he's not gonna follow me. He's just gonna fall back to the pack. He's just gonna kind of go like back this way with his dash, and I mean he only gets half his speed, so he's only doing that. But
Okay. Okay.
would that get
He's-
noticed from here?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but he's so small and like, yeah, and it's going away from them I think it's fine.
Okay. That's what I was gonna. Before I did, I was gonna make sure that he wouldn't get like noticed by everybody. But
Yeah, you think he's probably fine from that distance.
okay.
I will point out just for future reference, Izuto, looking at Dustcoat, it's definitely the sort of thing that you want to do before combat. Just so you're going into combat with that extra AC. Just for future reference.
Yeah. I did. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Would you like to move, Izuto, or is that it for your turn?
I'll move a little to the right, around here.
He's trying to run up the East Coast.
Yeah, that'll be it though.
Next up, the fire spirit in the distance. It makes this cackling motion and this crackling noise emits from its mouth, and it starts moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's floating like about a foot or two up the ground. It sort of floats over the obstacles that it approaches, and it will go ahead. You moved right into the perfect spot for it. It puts out its little hands, and a cone of flames emit.
Can I shake its hand?
A little too far away from that for that. But go ahead and make dex save.
Shake its
hand.
Okay, that would stop me from doing a jutsu. If you're doing hand signs and somebody just gives you a high five.
Hey, dap me up, boy.
That would interrupt me.
Sheesh!
Makes the save.
He's crazy.
It's just easier to make the deck save.
No, you have to make it too, Suiko. It's a cone, so it hits you too.
Cool.
You avoid these. Don't even worry about it.
You know.
I'm worried.
Well. Okay, remember when I made that comment about you doing it? Well.
So, Suiko, you take 10 points of damage. Izuto, you take 5.
Okay.
Wait,
As
I
this
take 10 points of
cone
damage?
heats up the
Yes,
iron
take
stand
10.
around you, sort of burning your skin a bit.
We love to see it.
And he will go ahead and
I'm gonna deal with it next turn. I swear.
He will mark Suiko. Suiko, if you try to attack someone besides the fire spirit, you get -2 to the attack roll.
Oh, good.
So he's challenging you to a fight, and he's sort of insisting that you're looking at.
Why not me, bro?
You're not worth his time, dog.
Intimidating from his perspective.
I'm not intimidating.
Not from his perspective.
He looked at that giant centipede and he was like, not today.
Bro, I'm gonna rock his world.
Please do.
This other mercenary sort of runs up, and he goes ahead and throws a flashbang at Kenjiro. Which I do not have pulled up right now. Do you happen to remember what the flashbang's DC is?
Oh, no idea. I can search it real quick though if you want.
I can look it up too. I should really just make a PDF with just the items or whatever.
It's always hard because there's
If
so
I
many.
punch the fire spirit in the face, will that do damage to me since it is on fire?
That's a good question.
You can make an intelligence check. Actually, this would be a nature check, I suppose.
Nature.
I don't know if you have a bonus for that or not. But...
What were you trying to figure out about the flash tags? I have it. If you're
Those saves.
a DC 14 wisdom, yeah.
So Kenjiro, save. So he
Ooh,
does.
he gets
manage
there.
to avert his gaze from the flash tag. Next up is Thanatos.
All right, he's gonna try to come help the gang.
5, 10, 15. He is also still slow because he likes rolling around in snow because we haven't figured that out yet. So he's going to dash, I suppose.
I'm glad we
Okay,
haven't
he's
figured
doing
it out,
his
bro.
best, and that's what's important.
Y'all don't treat me with nearly this much kindness.
At that point, he no longer has to deal with difficult terrain if the snow is well.
Okay, at what point does it stop? Because this was 15.
Like there.
Okay, so 5, 10. So I guess that'd be 20, so then he gets 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the dead body. It doesn't even help him. Okay, he's gonna stop back here, and then be ready to attack next
the
turn.
best boy.
He's coming to help. Woof woof. Yip yip.
Love of my life.
Well, well. I don't know if that's allowed, but
So my character, I did the nature roll thingy. I rolled a 14. Do I realize if the fire hurts me or not?
So you recognize with a 14, I'll say you recognize that the fire spirit itself, it's not really hot necessarily. It more is just a conglomeration of chakra. It just has the appearance of a fire. So you can definitely hit it and disperse the chakra just normally.
Good. Great.
I'll say I will also, with a 14, I'll say you also know that spirits like this, they're usually resistant to jutsu with nature release keywords, since that's sort of what they're made of. They tend to have a resistance to that. So Izuto's thing might not be as effective
Okay.
as your punches would.
But now 20 will be.
In any case, next up, this mercenary, he will go ahead and just normally attack Suiko. And he misses. You definitely dodge out of the way. Next up is downed mercenary. After that is Kenjiro. Kenjiro will step forward and attack the fire spirit. And he says, try to get out of its cone if you can. I do think that hits. Actually, no, it does not.
Jesus.
So the fire spirit, it just sort of bobs out of the way of Kenjiro's strike. The strike appears ineffective. The mercenary, back at the base camp, he's sort of like looking at the fight. He's clearly kind of wanting to join, but he was directed to stay behind.
cringe lord, bro.
He'll go ahead and prep an action to dash. Arata, you're up next.
All right, so I have a few options I can handle this. So can I sneak up behind this mercenary and hit him with an advantaged attack?
I'll say I'll let you do that for free, but it will be a stealth check, and he will get to roll a perception check against it.
Okay, question: if this fails, will I? Well, I
guess
guess.
you won't know. I guess you won't know. I guess you won't know.
It won't be at advantage.
No, yeah. Because there's something else I could do instead, but I'm trying to.
I trust in your big brain.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna run a stealth check because I have good stealth, so I'm gonna try to sneak up behind him.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's clearly like he's so focused on waiting for the call to join the battle. He's not looking around at all.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pull up behind him. There's a lot of things to this. Okay, so I'm hitting the mercenary with advantage. Since I have advantage, I'm gonna be able to deal an extra 2d8 because of sneak attack.
Okay.
Okay, and Blades of Prey doesn't work because he's max health. Okay, cool. So let's make sure I hit this first before I get too crazy brazy on this.
If you recall, the mercenary. Well, that'll do it.
What were you saying about the mercenary? Sorry.
If they have an AC of 15, you know that from your last battle.
Gotcha. Hey, with advantage though, huh?
No point of advantage.
All right.
So
Okay.
crit doubled all your damage dice.
Okay. So I get
I think he's dead.
a d6
I
plus
usually knock him out, but I think this one's dead.
2d8.
So that would be 2d6 plus 4d8, since all those damage dice are doubled.
Oh, okay. So do I wait. So should I roll I roll the damage dice twice is what I do?
Or you can double it. I would say either way. Although typically I want you to be consistent.
Okay. I was going to double it, so I'll be fair and say I double it cuz that's what I was going to do.
Okay. I appreciate the fairness. All right, so 14 points of damage and then plus your modifier, right?
Oh yes. Plus 3.
So 17 points of damage. So he's almost taken down by your surprise attack, but not quite. He manages to hang on with sort of the mercenary toughness. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
To my bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and try to overwhelm him and grapple him so that he just literally can't hit me on his next turn. Which is an athletics check.
Does it inflict the grappled condition?
Yes.
So grappled condition, it just reduces his movement speed to 0.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with him hitting me. He could still hit me.
Correct.
Never mind then. Cancel that.
Okay.
I'll go ahead. I'll just chill then. There's not much else I can do then, or not much else to do.
Well, I mean that was plenty. Suiko's up next.
I want to use my iron claw thing to hit this thing. It says the damage is 1d6. Does that just mean I attack with a 2d6 then?
Iron Claw. I think that's the name of your weapon, right?
But yeah, it's a weapon.
Okay.
How
So
would I use that?
you just use it, and it would be a 1d6, I suppose. I'll look up the weapon. But the 1d6 that you normally get is just from your unarmed strike or whatever from your class.
Okay.
So using the weapon, it would, in terms of damage, it would be the same. So it'd be a 1d6 either way.
So then I'm just gonna use my iron claw and try and swipe at oops. Oh god. Kenjiro. Out of my way.
Okay,
Okay.
actually, so the Iron Claw, it's slightly better, because you crit on a 19 or a 20 with it.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
cool.
You're writing that down.
Yeah, I just read that now. The weapons are a little different in Naruto than they are in D&D.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, the fire spirit, it just bobs out of the way. It's unnaturally quick, considering its size.
Oh god.
Um,
Okay. Can I use the rest of my movement to get away from it? That's not allowed.
no, you can, although I didn't realize that you had just moved. So if you recall, all those mercenaries were next to you.
Oh.
So they could all make attacks of opportunity if they wanted to. So I'll say you probably would not have done that with that knowledge.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no smile.
Hit the one in the middle, trust.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay, can I bap him with my iron claws?
Sure.
You said I have to do a -2. I do that with the d6, right? I have to...
No, it'd be a d20 plus 4 instead of plus 6.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you give him a solid bop despite that.
Woo.
So go and roll damage. Okay, 8 points of damage. He's almost down. Next up is Izuto, and they're lined up just right, Izuto.
Nah, I got something else, bro.
Okay.
I want to do something new.
And they do be
All right.
lined up.
Yeah, but it's not fun.
True.
All right.
We stand poggers in this household.
There's a lot of damage now that they're lined up, though. Fine.
Please. Looking at me all like.
So yeah.
It's just worth it. I'll move here. I'll be basic. Never mind. They're just too perfectly lined up.
They really, all 4 of them really are.
It's just,
Or I guess
it's just
3, because
perfect.
All right. And from my back, I can. Well, I guess it's ice from my back. From this rock here in front of me.
A wave starts to form of just rock and mud, and it just blasts forward, going at all the people in the line. They have to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and now we'll copy and paste it because that's much faster. Oh, geez.
Jesus
Well,
Christ, what the
unfortunately, I'm
No.
a god at rolling
God
save.
damn
So,
Good, why?
oh, even the fire spirit. So literally all of them save.
Jesus. Well.
Do they take half damage at least?
Yeah, they take half damage.
Okay, well,
that's
that's
so
something.
tough.
Jesus.
That's so tough. Hey, let me tell you,
I should have just done what I wanted to do.
these mercenaries were trained, brother. I'll tell you what. These
There's
mercenaries
one
hit
thing in
different.
Training camp. It was the dodge mud wave training. We all showed up and they were all paying
Yeah,
attention.
if I used anything
Yeah.
but mud wave, it would have been fun.
It hits. It hits. 100% of the time.
You rolled. Oh, there's the damage. So they take 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
at
enough
least
to
you
knock
killed
out
my
what?
dude.
Yeah, that takes out one of them still at least. I will say the fire spirit. He like dodges most of it, and even the bits that hit still do not appear to be very effective.
Fair. It is a physical ability. That
Well,
makes sense.
Specifically, it's a jutsu with the nature.
Yeah,
keyword.
nature. It's an earthly.
So next up is the fire spirit. And he will. He puts out his hands, and these little lantern-like flames appear and begin floating around him. So he is now being sort of circled by these demonic-looking lanterns of flame. And that'll be his. Next up is one of the mercenaries next to Suiko, so he will go ahead and attack Suiko. What's your AC, Suiko?
It is 13.
Oh,
So he
nice.
just misses. So you dodge out of the way again.
That's big.
Yeah.
Thanatos, you're up next.
Alright. Than might be able to help out a little bit. Than is gonna run it up this side here. And then try for a little nip at the Ankies, per usual. A little Anki nip at a mercenary on the left here.
Alright.
He does like that. Plus 4 to hit, right? Yeah.
Unfortunately,
He
that will not
stays
hit.
eating snow. He stays eating snow.
Doing great still.
He's not though. That's the real issue is he's not though. You know.
Trash talk like that.
So the mercenary does manage to hit Kenjiro with an iron strike
God.
for 11 points of damage. And Kenjiro says, "Anytime now, Arata."
Yeah.
I thought I would one-shot it with my sneak attack and everything, and then it didn't. And now I'm concerned.
Kenjiro's up next, and he will attempt to attack the fire spirit.
No, don't attack that. I'll deal with it, bro.
And he does hit. However, as he does, one of the lantern flames strikes his hand as he hits it. forcing him to make a dexterity saving throw. Which he does make, narrowly avoiding it as it sort of attempts to sort of grab onto him, latch onto him, and try to burn him. Next up is mercenary. Is that the guy down there?
I think it's the one
Yes,
by
it is.
me, right?
It is the one next to you. So he will go ahead and attempt to attack you with an iron strike, which he will hit on that for 13 points of damage.
That's just rude.
And Arata, you're up next. And he calls out to his squad. He says, "Enemies in the back."
Such an awkward spot. I can't attack twice yet. What a sad world. All right, I think I'm gonna hit the old guy. I'm in such a bad spot.
You can make an insight check if you want on the old guy.
Okay, to see like what he's doing and what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Me. So it's just a +3. Good
It's
Lord
dark,
Almighty.
you're in
Don't
the
see
middle
him.
of- You're
You
in
don't
the
even
middle
see
of
him.
combat with this guy. Yeah, you're not.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to kill this mercenary. There's a chance I die. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing at this mercenary. And when I do, I'm gonna lower my speed to 0 for this, which lets me roll with advantage. If I don't move and like I go for a hit, I can lower my speed to 0 for that turn and then get advantage on it.
Really nice. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I think that hits anyway, right? See, we get the 20.
Crit though. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna swing at him. I get my 2d8 because I swung with advantage, and then I also get another 2d6 because of Blades of Prey. Any weapon hit and they have less than max health, I get 2d6. So he's dying. Long story short, he's
Imagine if you roll a 0.
I'll find. Don't tempt me. I'll find a way.
Shouldn't be mathematically impossible.
Just because I have to know what I would have done is what I should have done.
He's
So
crazy.
yeah.
He came out of the snow and he falls down. His warning cry to the mercenaries. You don't know if it'll be heeded or not.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I actually am gonna grapple this old dude this time because I don't want him to run away from me.
Okay.
Just in case. So I am gonna go for a grapple on him.
All right.
Athletics check. Am I allowed to do like instead of an athletics like a dexterity thing? Don't I have that or no? I don't remember. No, I can just do athletics because I'm +2 on it at least. Let's do.
Usually, well, there you go. Yeah, you easily grapple onto this old guy who is kind of struggling to get away now that his mercenary's friend is down. But you're a ninja. He's not. He's an old
Okay.
you grab onto him, and he becomes very still, like he puts his hands up essentially.
Okay, just kind of surrenders to it. Okay, I yell at him in that moment, and I'm like, if you're controlling that fire, dude, you better cut it out right now, or I'm like, your throat's gone.
Okay, go ahead and make an intimidation check. I'll say with advantage.
Okay.
Since you took out the mercenary with particular speed and skill, so he is pretty scared of you.
I don't get anything on this. There we go.
That's why we do advantage. He nods and he says, "Oh, don't hurt me." And you guys watch as the fire spirit disappears.
That's on grapple, baby. That's on grapple.
All right. Next up is Suiko.
Dang, bro, I feel so useful this mission. This is crazy.
Good job.
So I lost that -2 now, right?
Correct, yeah, since he's no
Yeah.
longer trying to draw your attention.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with my Iron Claw, and I'm gonna hit
Excuse me.
this dude to the bottom left.
Okay. The Suiko Thanatos takedown maneuver.
And we're both hitting snow, brother. We are both hitting
You
snow.
pick up some snow and Thanatos catches it. Alright, Izuto, you're up next.
You happy?
What I should have done from the beginning. The ground starts
To be
to.
fair, even with all those saves, like, you did a fair amount of damage.
Yeah. The ground starts to move, like the snow starts to make weird trails in the sand, because of my sand.
Okay.
And from behind them, specifically behind them, two just hands of iron sand appear.
It sounds like a horror movie thing.
And that's because it is.
And then it will reach for each one of them individually. I will also be using my double jutsu, so that way there's two hands, and one will target the other one. Like, one will target one from behind, the other one will target the other one from behind.
Okay. I will say, did you mark off the chakra for your mudslide thing?
Sorry. There we go.
Alright.
And this one will be...
Imagine using chakra. Couldn't be me.
Imagine having 11 health. Couldn't be me.
Okay, well, I just took out the fire spirit and a mercenary. So what have you done?
Congrats. I'm surprised you didn't kill the dude in one hit.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, so are you making attack rolls on these guys? Or
Yeah. Sorry.
Caught up in the banter. My bad.
Well, you know. Okay. Fucking bitch. I don't know if it matters that it's like behind them or underneath them. I don't know about advantage for that, but one's 4 and the other one's 11.
Well, you probably add your ninjutsu modifier to it, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll keep those rolls.
What is the jutsu that you're using?
It's in the normal book, but it's just called Earth Release, Earthen Grasp. I just wanted to do it with my stand because I thought it'd be cool.
He just wanted to impress Kenjiro.
I don't have that up right now, but I imagine it's probably a ninjutsu attack, in which case you would add your ninjutsu attack bonus to it, which is should be +6.
Yeah, it is. So I guess it'll go to 10 and 17.
So one of them hits, one of them doesn't.
All right. Hold on. They take a strength saving throw on that.
Okay.
If that matters.
He was prepared for the mudslide, but not the earthen grasp.
He didn't go to that class.
With his strength saving throw, like if it says, I guess it just doesn't attack one of the other. If it does attack, it makes this strength saving throw. Okay. So it'll take 2d6 of damage. It's both grappled and restrained, and then as a bonus action, I can crush my hand and deal another 2d6. I'll just do the closest one towards me, because that's the way I was thinking about it.
Sheesh.
I think he's dead.
The hand grabs him and just crushes him. I mean, into just dust.
Why knock them out? You can murder them.
I'm just saying we do things differently in the hidden sand.
Kenjiro's like, oh god.
Wait, are you actually gonna murder him, or are you just?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna murder him.
To say. This is quite an overreaction. I would say.
I love it. Hudson's like, okay, this matters. I need to know.
This is where my evil arc starts.
Yeah, this is right at the first mission. Right, mercenary next to Thanatos and Suiko. Seeing that he sort of looks back, seeing that he's the only one, and he sort of hears Toku sort of yelling like, "Don't hurt me, don't hurt me." and he lets out a sigh, and he puts down his weapon, and he says, "I surrender."
That far wasted.
Damn right.
So with that, this combat will be over.
Thanatos doesn't have to embarrass himself again. Thank goodness.
Uh,
Well,
so, with that, you guys, well, Kenjiro puts some cuffs around the mercenary and sort of leads him back to the campsite and sort of stacks up the other guys in some of the tents, like he did before.
Stacking bodies, baby.
Osaka comes up to join you guys.
Oh yeah, he's here. Yo, what's up, man?
He, is,
oh, I'm sorry.
he says that was really cool. Those when you moved the earth like that, Izuto.
I know. I'm kind of like cool or whatever.
He says you can make a ton of money just like digging ditches and stuff.
True.
Great use of your skills.
He says it like with no trace of sarcasm in his voice.
You know what? I'll if you ever need help, I'll help you. But otherwise, I'd rather not. I feel like it's cooler to do this stuff.
And not construction work.
For a moment, and then he nods and he says, "Yeah, I guess it is." Kenjiro says, "All right. Who wants to lead the interrogation?"
I've already got my knife to his throat, so I am more than willing.
All right. Kenjiro gestures to Arata and says, "By all means."
I'm off my high horse, even though this isn't my strong suit. I just in character, dude. I'm going crazy. I'm going off.
I would say from a character perspective, this is definitely the most effective that Arata has been in a combat.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling myself right now. I'm knife to his throat. Like I need you to tell us everything you know right now.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Well, all right. I mean, you didn't roll super well with initiative. Toku, he looks a little bit calmer now, seeing that none of the mercenaries were killed. And he's
I should've
getting
killed one.
the sense that you guys are probably not going to kill him. But he does nod nonetheless, and he says, I'm no threat to you. I'm just an old man.
All right. Well, what was up with that whole fire spirit business you got going on?
You are an old man that controls fire spirits. We need to know what's up with that.
He gestures to his necklace, careful to keep his hands away from it. He says, depending on the gem inserted here, I can control different chakra spirits. They're not usually used for combat, though. They're used for excavations.
Right. Well, that one seemed to be fairly combative, if you ask me. But
Yeah, that was pretty good. Setting me on fire.
Could I use that? How do you do that thing? How do you do it?
He says, he looks at you and he says, it's a matter of practice. It's a dangerous technique for those unused to it.
How long did it take you to master it?
How long did it take you?
He says, oh, well, it took me probably about 6 months or so in my early days in schooling.
Easy to it'd take you like 3 days. This guy's a chump.
Really easy to.
That's nothing. Where are the rest of them? You said it's per gem. Do you have them just lying around?
He shakes his head. He says, "This is the last gem. The excavation should be close to done for by now."
What's worth excavating on this island?
He says, "Well, there's a temple to the north, the northern half of the island. A pre-blooming temple."
Why is it of so much interest to everyone here, you know? I mean, we found y'all's contract back at the other camp. What's going on? Why is this so high value?
Toku sort of looks over at the mercenary who's just sort of stone-faced, and he says, "Well, I hired the mercenaries because this is a dangerous area. There's not much in terms of civilization around here. And, well, to be frank, well, it's not entirely legal." And Kenjiro nods
there
and
it is.
says,
Lock them up.
any pre-blooming artifacts and excavations inside of a Fire Nation, you have to have coordinators. You have to coordinate with the authorities on anything like that. This is clearly an illegal operation.
Gotcha.
Unbelievable, man. man.
Are y'all looking for something in particular, or just seeing what you can find?
Yeah.
Toku says, no, nothing in particular. Just, you understand, we have so little knowledge of that time, and so many lands seek to cover up what is uncovered. I want people to know about these times. Of course, the temple we discovered didn't have much in the way of useful information, but I didn't know that at the time.
I can respect that. Do you happen to know anything about another ninja outside of these mercenaries that is quite a bit stronger than them?
He says he nods slowly, and he says, "Yes, Nadaj. He's the one who suggested this excavation to me in the first place."
The Dodge, is that his name, or is that a nickname?
That's what he called himself. I suppose it's his name.
Gotcha.
But he said he was a ninja from the village hidden in the mist, or a former ninja rather, and he had information on this temple here. He told me all about it, so I hired these mercenaries, and we came here and began our excavation. We arrived about a month ago.
And so the Dodge is the one that put you onto this whole thing?
He nods. He says, yes, he knew about this temple apparently, or he heard rumor of it. He was correct. He wasn't lying. There was a temple here.
What'd you find?
What have you found in the temple?
Toku shakes his head. He says, nothing really of note. Just old masonry, essentially. We hadn't dug to the bottom, but as this was my last fire gem, I would have to go back and restock and come back at a later date to uncover any more than what we did.
I see. What about the chakra beasts? Any of them bothering you?
Toku narrows his eyes. He says, chakra beasts? There were no chakra beasts at the temple.
I see. Interesting.
You can make an insight check if you want, Izuto. Okay. Toku appears to be telling the truth. However, you see, as he says this, the mercenary off to the side sort of look to the bottom left. That's the first reaction that he's had to these statements.
Hey, hey, buddy. You got something on your mind?
The mercenary sort of clams up and he shakes his head.
Oh, okay. Because I was just thinking, with those hands that I made earlier during the fight, your buddy just looked so crushable, you know? And I had to split my sand into two hands while doing all this defensive stuff, but now I have it all. And since you're the last subject, I just want to experiment, you know what I mean? But I feel like if you have information, I would kind of want to know it. And maybe that's a fate that won't happen to you and your buddies. I'm not in a great mood today, you know?
Okay, you can make an intimidation check with advantage. Okay, not 20. All right. He goes. His face grows pale, and he says, "Well, I don't know that much. I'm just a hired sword. But, well, there were chakra beasts at the temple. These leopard-like things. We cleared them out before our employer here arrived. And Nadaj, he said not to say anything about him.
Oh, I see. How hard was it to deal with them?
He shook his head and he says, well, only one of them was actually fighting. The other ones just ran. That one, he wasn't that tough. He's certainly not tough enough for Nadaj.
I see.
They just tunneled into the snow, though, all of them. We haven't seen them since.
Interesting. Were they protecting something in particular, or just the temple in general?
they were just hanging around the temple. Some of them. Others were, well, they looked like they were maybe like playing in the snow, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Than?
What did you see from Nadaj? What's he up to? What's his style of fighting?
The mercenary shrugs and he said, "Well, he's a ninja like you guys."
Yeah, no, I got that. But like, did he like fight them with his hands and jutsu? What are we talking about here?
Oh no, he did an ninjutsu. It was like this crystal pillar that appeared, and he mostly just yelled at them, and they started running. It was more of an intimidation thing rather than a attack thing.
I see. You've been so helpful. I shall let you breathe for another day.
He looks very relieved. He lets out a big sigh. Toku says, "Listen, I understand that what we're doing here is illegal, but is there any way that we could come to some sort of arrangement? I'm a relatively wealthy man."
Well, you can hopefully give some of that money to the judge when you're talking to him, you know what I'm saying?
Murata over there kind of has
You're
a wealthy.
fine.
Listen, you shouldn't be talking to either of them. They come from pretty good families, all right? If you're talking to me, though, listen, we can work on that. What are you thinking? Do you have any information that you'd like us to know that we could later find out that, you know, I feel like if you tell us that, we'd be more inclined.
He like furrows his brow for a moment in thought, and he says, "Well, I did a little bit of research before I left. Apparently, this Nadaj fellow, I'm pretty sure he's from the Shoten clan, which is a clan of ninja that used to be a part of the Hidden Rain village. But most of them died in the Great War, and the ones who survived fled the village. He is presumably a survivor of that event."
I see. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Oh, good. So he's got a traumatic past. Great.
That's fine. So do I. I don't have parents.
Kenjiro says, "Well, what do you think the odds are that Shoten noticed, or Nadaj noticed what was going on here?"
Then that one mercenary. Well, there was a bunch of fire, so
Yeah, and the one guy yelling.
I got shot in the face with fire. So
Yeah, get shot in the face with fire.
I guess the question is, do we go to him or wait for him to come to us?
We are a little beat up at the moment,
I'm thinking.
but I can pop a blood pill and send it if we need to.
remember. Okay, question. I feel like this is a good point to ask. That healing thing that I have, Font of Life. What damage would that do to me specifically? Like, it just takes my chakra, right?
It apparently deals 1 piercing damage. So that whenever you use it, it just does one point of damage.
Oh, okay.
And
So-
you spend chakra die up to your remaining chakra die. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So
I can give Suiko a blood pill, and then she can heal the rest of us.
Yeah.
Kenjiro sort of looks at you and he says, "I'm familiar with the jutsu, but I feel weird about doing it in this situation."
No.
Bite me!
We got a plan. We got a plan. Don't make this weirder than it needs to be, Kenjiro.
Listen, Kenjiro, I know it's a little odd, but we're kind of just trying to heal up, you know, and then take a
Kenjiro
fight.
He says he points at you and he says, "If you talk about that, my reputation is already
Sorry, rough.
Yeah. We get it. You don't need people knowing that you fight your students, all right?
Okay, no one's got to know, you know. I'm sure. Hey, okay, Mr. Archaeology Man, are you gonna tell anybody?
He just looks confused. He's like, what the fuck?
That's how this whole can do. He's clueless. Don't make this weird.
Okay. All right. So just to give you a sense, so you guys took a short rest today already,
Yes.
and I believe each of you just used one of your die.
Yes.
So you have two more die. This Font of Life thing, it takes away Suiko's chakra die.
Oh, I didn't know it takes away her die. Well, do we have time for a short rest?
I mean, that's up to you guys. If you think you
All
have
right,
time.
all right. We take a short rest. I'll have Than keep watch because he doesn't need it. And if you know, Poopy Head tries to sneak up on us, Than can sniff him out. He's got them good senses.
I think he's gonna come after us though. Wouldn't he just keep looking for whatever's in the temple?
Yeah, but
This is
the
just in
time is
case.
2 days. We're still on day 1. We should be okay.
This is a just in case. So we'll go short rest. I'll tell Than to keep up just in case because he's Gucci chicken. He's chilling. You know,
We
we're
should
good.
end now.
Kenjiro looks a little skeptical. He says Suiko makes a good point. This guy, he might, whatever he wants to do at the temple, if he knows that there's a combat here, either he's gonna come here and try to fight us, or he's gonna try to finish up whatever he's doing at the temple.
True. I'm thinking we go.
We just send it.
I don't think the short
Okay.
rest is gonna
Stupid question, real quick. When you say I lose all my die, what does that mean? What?
So
I can't use chakra attacks for the rest of the
no.
day?
So all that means is that if you recall, after a short rest, you can use some of your hit die, which are the hit points die and the chakra die, to restore your HP from resting. You have a limited supply of those things, so you can only benefit so much from a short rest. So for your case, you have 3d12 for your hit point die and 3d6 for your chakra die.
Okay.
So the Font of Life, for example, if Arata bit you, you would take 1 point of damage, and you could spend up to 2 of those d6s and restore some of Arata's HP with that.
We'll just go fight. We should be fine. I can pop. Let me figure out how much a blood pill does. 'Cause I don't remember.
How many blood pills do you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
That's probably not enough. That's like 2d4 plus 2 or plus 4 or something. It's a little bit of healing, but not too much. Honestly, Kenjiro needs more than anyone at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be
I
fine.
mean, I'm technically at 9 health.
People I'm worried about? Not Kenjiro. Okay, he'll be fine. He'll
Don't
figure
worry
it
about
out.
Kenjiro, bro.
He'll figure
He
it
is
out.
the main line of defense between us and
Say it's 2d4
He
plus
was willing,
2.
He was willing to bite an underage girl. I need Chris Hansen on this case ASAP.
Wait, are you talking about me?
No, Kenjiro was willing to bite an
Oh.
underage.
No, he was not. I was. Kendra was saying he doesn't want to.
That he was going.
Yeah, I can toss or Kendra, do you have any heals on you? Like, do you have anything to?
That's a good point. Yeah, I'll say he does have 2 blood pills as well. He would probably bring that with him just in case.
Okay.
HP does a blood pill recover.
Yes. I'll go ahead and eat a blood pill, and I will toss a blood pill to Suika real quick before we leave, just so we can both get some health back. And
Okay.
then go fight some
How
peoples.
much does the blood pill restore?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay. So Kenjiro will. So go ahead and everyone eats the blood pills. Kenjiro will eat both of his as well. Actually, he'll only eat one.
Oh my god! I'm fine. It's fine.
You need to learn to roll better.
Bro, Suiko, what is this garbage that is happening right now?
You roll like Suiko.
I am wondering the same thing. Kendra, I'm wondering the same thing. Me and you, same page right now. Me and you, same page. That's insanity. That's insane. I went nat 1s on both, and you went nat 4s on both. That's psychopathic.
Okay.
It's called equivalent exchange.
I mean, we did get the average, so.
Yeah, equivalent exchange.
Okay. For future reference, if this guy decks Kenjiro and the Schnoz,
Okay, let me get rid of my blood pills.
we can just let him heal with using my thing.
Yeah, Kenjiro nods and he says, "As a last resort, sure."
Not happy about it.
All right. And because we're out of combat, I'm gonna mark El Daraj as my primary target. It didn't really matter on this one. Ladaj, whatever his name is.
Okay. You just need to know his name, right?
I need to know the name and or how they look. I think I can do either.
Okay. Well, you know the name, so yeah, sure. All right.
What does it get you by doing that?
If it's my primary target, I can do a few things. So I get like, if I'm finding info about them, which isn't important right now, then I get stuff. But I get, which I don't really know what this means, but I get +1 bonus to all of my attacks' critical threat range. Does that mean like if I roll a 19, it's considered a crit? Is that what that means?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so
cool.
Suiko has the same thing with her Iron Claw.
Okay, yeah. So against my primary target, I get +1 like on crit chance.
Yeah, which is quite good. I mean, that is definitely.
And then if I'm hidden from my primary target, then when I make an attack, I can technically still stay in stealth and like run away if I have movement left. It requires like a stealth check again, but I can do that.
Right. All right. Well, are you guys gonna bring Osaka with you?
Well, I mean, stay with the pack for shizzle, but I don't think he's gonna be helpful in the fight. So like, he can stay back.
I think we still.
Stay safe.
The spirit doggo, though.
What?
The spirit doggo. Don't you think we'll run across him in the temple?
He has
And
a
if we
name,
do,
you can call him
we
as
can-
such.
The protector of Tim. Oh man. Put some respect on the name. Dude, I can't believe that blood pill did shit all for me.
Well, it did
Yeah.
great for Suiko.
Did
Suiko's
great
at
for
full health.
me.
It was relatively nice for Kenjiro.
Yeah, it was just
Oh,
bad for you,
did we not
actually.
take the necklace from that old man?
Oh, is someone gonna take his necklace?
Okay, so I thought about this, which I was gonna ask Kenjiro though. Is that like thievery? Would he be mad at that?
No, it's
No, it's fine.
You
it's
asked
fine, it's fine,
Kenjiro?
take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Kenjiro.
No, I don't.
Okay, never mind then.
no,
Easy to take the necklace.
Kenjiro, can I take his necklace?
God damn it.
Kenjiro says, for the purposes of this mission, sure. Although you'll have to return it to him. We can't just be even if they're thugs, even if they're here illegal. It doesn't give us permission to be thieves.
Fine, I'll let him keep. Well, no, I'm taking it, but I
Just to hold on to it.
No.
Yeah.
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 Is the gem still have like power in it?
You can see a little flicker in it. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh wait, but he said it's dangerous to do if you don't. So let's be careful.
Yeah, I don't think I just don't want him to use it. but
Yeah, it's fair. That's fair.
So I will describe the scene as you guys are heading out to the temple now at this point, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you sort of come over the ridge there, you see. Actually, I guess about halfway across the island, you see sort of a distant light, like I don't know, like dozens of street lights sort of going up at once in the distance over the ridge. As you cross the ridge, you see the temple here, and we will change the music to hence. Basically, along each of the walls, you see all these ninja tags that are just glowing brightly, and the walls of the temple are all sort of like illuminated by this sort of unearthly white light. And you see Nadaj at the center of it, doing hand signs, and you hear him like chanting as well.
Oh god, he's chanting.
Ooga
Oh
booga.
god, that's spooky.
Alright, we have to interrupt him, obviously.
All right, so he's just chanting in the middle of all this nonsense.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'll say we'll go ahead and roll. We'll roll initiative. Start with that.
Okay.
Last
Oh
as
god,
usual,
he's
give
trying
it to me.
summon demons.
Oh, I can maybe not be last.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
He did it.
It only took
5 sessions for me not to be last in initiative.
Well, Suiko, you went from a 9 to an 8. That's one thing Suiko does not do well is roll initiative.
That's
Um,
not even true because she goes third.
Oh, does she?
She does better than me. This is the
I
first.
guess.
I mean, like,
forget what-
even including enemies, this is the first time I go not last.
Yeah, that's good that Kenjiro rolled well here. What's Thanatos's, Thanatos 20. Oh, okay. So we can choose, you can choose between who, do you want Thanatos to go first or Kenjiro?
Kenjiro.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Kind of.
That's probably a good idea. And we will roll for an dodge as well.
Let's have Fan charging into battle at the head. Just a little 1 foot tall doggy.
And he rolled quite well. So,
Nadaj.
it takes you guys a moment. He kind of notices you guys off in the distance there as the light from the ritual, whatever he's doing, it's reflecting right off the snow and it's sort of lighting everything up pretty brightly. So he sees you guys coming. He notices you, but he just continues with his hand signs and his chanting. And you see the light increase a little bit along the walls of the temple. Kenjiro is up next. Kenjiro quickly asks you guys, and he says, we got to get there quick. I can take one person with me with my thunder step. Or lightning
Probably Izuto. He's the slowest of the bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be good to have the long distance.
Oh,
adjust
Than will
too.
be so far behind though.
Could I magnetize Than to me?
Yeah, wait, can Than hop on too? Because he's so small and light.
Listen. I'm saying that's probably cheating. But what if I magnetize him?
Or Than can hop on my shoulder. Wait, no, I'll carry Than. I can carry Than.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Before the thing, I do have dust coat on, but I'm gonna use the pendant that I have, the chakra pendant.
Okay, that's fine. That's like a bonus action or whatever, so yeah, you could have done that. Okay.
But I
So-
will be the one to go, I guess.
Yeah, so unfortunately it is one willing target creature, so it
Okay.
would have to be, Thanatos could not catch a ride with this jutsu.
Gotcha. Yeah, Than can hop on my shoulder. It's fine.
Okay. So Kenjiro and Izuto disappear, and 90.
They disappear.
The lightning strikes down, and they reappear 90 feet away.
Okay, Minato.
I will.
Bro,
I feel like the feet thing is busted because that is not. It's not how that should work.
this is overpowered. I don't know what the fuck I'm reading right now.
You know it's bad when the GM's like, kind of like teacher character is like, well, this might be too strong.
Well, it's supposed to do like an additional 5 squares on every other diagonal. So, all right, whatever. I'll just count it out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7,
Kenjiro Namikaze.
Actually, bro.
14,
The golden pool would make sense of this.
16,
True.
17, 18.
Oh God,
I'm pretty freaking far.
brother.
They flew.
Hey, the LHF brothers.
So he runs up to Nadaj, but that is the end of his turn now.
Okay.
All right, Thanatos is up next.
All right. Well, I guess Than hops on Arata's shoulder. It's not. He literally just. There's no point in him really doing much else, so he just hops on Arata's shoulder for now.
Okay.
Or I guess Suiko. Oh wait, what's your speed, Suiko? Are you 35?
No, she's 40.
You're 40. Okay, I guess Than will hop on Suiko's shoulder then. He'll kind of run over and hop on Suiko's shoulder as long as Suiko is willing to accept. It's probably a dumb question, but
Absolutely.
There
oh
it
my
is.
god. Best day of my life.
all right. Than. I command Than. Than hops on Suiko's shoulder to hitch a ride over.
Okay. All right. Next up is Izuto.
It's actually so convenient that you rolled high for this initiative.
Yeah. Where's my bookmark? The book?
Kenjiro calls to you and he says, "Don't hold back. Use everything you got."
Please.
All right, here we go. I will use agonizing thorn. So the rocks around me, I will throw at them as a more or less a giant spike. Let's see if what's his armor class? Well, yeah. Let's just go for this first.
So that's
Plus
plus
is it
six,
plus any?
right?
I was gonna say,
Plus
do you get a
6, yeah,
bonus?
17.
Okay. So that will hit.
Let's
that
go.
will hit.
I will use my
People hog.
We'll use my efficient molding again. And double the jutsu with the same chakra. As long as it only targets one person, I can use it again. So, wait, no, that's just kidding. That's 4.
So, as you do this, he quickly does some hand signs, and the same crystal sort of structure that he used to he captured Kenjiro in a number of times that you guys had to break him out of.
Oh yeah, we remember.
It now surrounds him.
Him?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fun.
It's a dumb reaction jutsu. It's probably gonna have the same exact thing.
Bro, literally just yelled at me that he's cringe.
Do it.
Alright, well, that is.
Did the cringe do anything?
I guess you have to.
No,
Does-
he couldn't hear. He was too far away.
Damn it.
Does the shield make a strength saving throw? Or does it just hit? I guess if I succeed, it gets knocked prone. I don't think its shield would get knocked prone.
Yeah. So it would just take the damage. I mean, this is a damage thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this intercepts the attack essentially.
Gotcha.
So 68. Okay. 37 hit points, and I will put something on the map to signify that.
The good old ice monster barrier. Yes, sir.
Soul barrier. All right. Did you roll damage for that? Oh, there we go. Oh wow, they do.
Ooh,
a lot.
nice. Those are good rolls.
All right. So
Oh, pretty metal.
the crystal barrier almost shatters, but it does hang strong, just barely.
Nice.
Is that it, Izuto?
That will. Yeah, I guess that'll be it for me.
Okay. And you marked
Oh
up.
wait, sorry. It will. Hold
Yeah.
on. It will do. I think it actually does break it. Because I
Oh,
get
it does.
I guess +5 against structures and constructs, and I did 2 attacks, so it would be 35. Oh fuck.
You're 2 off.
Okay. So, as I said, it almost breaks it. You can see all these cracks on it as this spike of earth slams into it. But unfortunately, it does hang on just barely. But Kenjiro, he says, "Good job."
Thank you. I'm working on it.
Harada, you are up next.
All right. I have a weird feeling we're going to dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Approach the steps there. 2 golems rise out of the snow.
You son of a gun. All right.
Oh no.
Up is Suiko.
Hey, Suiko, you want to come help a brother out? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is it my turn?
It is.
It is your turn.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the turn order. It hasn't. Okay.
No, you're good. We know you're next. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bam. Okay. Can I smack the ice golem in the face?
You dashed to get there, right? Or did you?
No, that was just 40.
That was
Yeah, it was just
well.
40.
All right.
So I can-
you're not within range of him though. You need to be in melee, right?
Okay. I get him. Can I throw a fly at him?
I don't know where you started from.
Actually, I think
Could
what
you get
happened.
down there?
Hold on. The thing that happened was the
Well,
measuring thing counts.
Yeah,
two
it depends
diagonals
what
as
you're
10,
counting. Yeah.
not 15.
Right.
So it'd be like 5. No, I guess I wouldn't be close either.
Yeah.
Be like
so,
5.
You would have to
10,
dash to get
15,
there,
20,
not
yeah.
doing the diagonal measuring tool.
Okay. Well. Okay, so I'll just dash then, and that will.
You could get, I think.
You
Next
can
round.
get,
Yeah. Okay. Well, then
you can
I'll
get
just
anywhere with that, with dashing.
Yeah.
dash, and now I'm here.
What if you got a
Oh,
little closer though?
You can go anywhere basically. You could get within them, like you could get in the
Yeah.
middle if you wanted.
Yeah,
Alright.
like here.
I mean, it's up to you. 80 feet of movement with the dash.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of
80's a
movement.
lot.
I'll chill right here, because I can't do anything else, right? Because I dashed.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm good.
Than hops down, ready to fight and throw hands.
Nadai. Oh, I do need to mark off the chakra that he used. Nadaj is up next. He does some hand signs from within. And this large pillar, or actually, I think it's. Yeah, 5 pink crystalline pillars appear sort of at the edges of the temple. Yeah. And you see all the like little beams of light sort of shoot towards him from the peaks of each of the crystalline pillars. They hit the shield, pierce through it, and sort of are refracted onto him. And he says, "Should have known when to quit, golden fool." And that'll be his turn. Thanatos is up next.
Hey, yo, Kenjiro, Jesus.
Bro, what a cringe turn, I'll say it. Alright, so I'm, for the first time ever, going to be able to get a little cute and quirky. Let me double check here just because I want to not be wrong. Sorry, I'm trying to make this fast. Yeah, okay, perfect, cool. So, first off, Fan uses his bonus action and activates his Beast Human clone. So he takes a form looking just like me, identically, just on all fours, looking intimidating as all heck. And
Yeah,
then...
Does not appear to be intimidating.
It was worth a shot, you know? And then he proceeds to use his regular action to use Tunneling Fang, in which me and him combine and start spinning rapidly, like, you know, unseeable. You just see like a swirl. And we charge directly at this dude up top here on the stairs. I can hit anyone within 30 feet with this. And it is a taijutsu attack for, well, I guess I suppose I have to hit it first, eh? Let me see. For a jutsu attack like this, or it's taijutsu, what is my bonus for this? Because this is the first time I've done a taijutsu attack.
Your taijutsu one, I think, unless otherwise.
It's taijutsu, so it would be strength.
Oh, that's so inconvenient. Okay.
Or maybe.
Oh,
No,
wait,
it
for
would
my
be
clan
like
I can use Dex. For my clan I can use Dex. Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then transforming...
Normally it's strength, but yeah, with your clan, I think it's dex.
Okay, with my clan I can choose to use Dex or Strength. Perfect. Okay, so he uses his Dex, which is +2. Cool.
Well, it'll be +5 because you're proficient in taijutsu, so you add your proficiency bonus, so it's +5.
That's the wrong thing. There we go. Oh my god.
Let me double check if that hits or not. It probably doesn't, but it might.
I was finally gonna feel so cool.
That let me.
I think that's 5 chakra.
Sorry. These guys are ice golems. Oh no, his AC is 11. Oh, that's what you got, right?
Let's
Yeah,
go!
You just hit.
Okay, so we spinning maneuver towards him at a ridiculous speed and hit him for 2d6 slashing, 2d6 bludgeoning, if that matters.
They both do the same
Okay.
damage. Dan.
6 for that.
Do you add your dex
Oh,
to it?
yes. So +3.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Or I don't know. Let me check. That is an unknown. I have it
What
pulled up.
is this called?
I have it pulled up right here. Tunneling Fang. It just says on hit you deal 2d6, 2d6, like for the things. That's all it
Right.
says.
So you would not add your thing to this,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So it's just the 11.
So he barely survives. You seem to be the expert at that.
I do like to make people 1 health. It is a skill I have.
All right. Next up, well that's it, right, for Thanatos.
Yes.
Okay. Next up is Kenjiro.
Hey, but you know what? It looked cool, and that's what matters.
He will look at his jutsu list to see if he has anything useful.
He opens a scroll.
Man's just going through his 80 choices, like, which one today?
No, he doesn't have that much. He has a couple.
Okay, don't have to be
The
modest.
suggestions say to like give him like a ton of jutsu, but I'm like, I'm never gonna remember that, so there's no point.
That's fair.
Yeah, he'll just attack. That's probably his best thing at this point. Just
Break the shield.
So 14 does not hit.
It's an AC 16.
Um,
Rip.
Well, the shield has a different AC than the.
Oh, gotcha.
Been the guy.
The shield has an AC of 15, which I think you guys
Dang.
knew that from last time.
Yes, yes.
So it's still he punches against the crystal barrier, but it's holding steady. Next up is one of the temple guardians, the one with 1 HP.
Of
course.
back underground. He did not appreciate
No, he mindlessly trudges onward, and he will go ahead and attempt to attack, which his macro isn't showing up. I don't know why that is. No, whatever. I can just roll. So it's he will target Arata. Well, we'll just attack. What's your AC, Arata?
15, I believe.
Okay, so his lumbering fist crashes down in the snow where you used to be.
My tunneling
Easy
thing
trigger
was
up.
too fast.
Yeah.
He's lost.
Kenjiro, Izuto, you're up, and Kenjiro yells, "The shield's down. Do what you can do." Or wait, no, it's not down. He missed.
not
Never
down.
mind.
It's almost down.
Almost down.
Look at all the cracks.
I just realized at level 3, I can do a magnetic mark, which is basically like, I guess if I just know, it more or less tells me that he's there. It's not really like anything that adds damage or anything, unless I spend like chakra to do so. But I'll just mark him because I think some of my abilities have a thing with that.
Magnetic mark.
Yeah. It's like it's a feature of the clan. It's not like a juice or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, with any of the. It does. It's not gonna matter, but I don't think so. I don't think I have any juice that matters for that yet. But I'll mark it just in case. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to break it. Yeah, same. If I break the shield, will excess damage go to him?
I don't believe so, but I can double check on that though.
Okay.
And then follow-up question: if I break the shield, use my efficient molding for double jutsu, and then hit him, it does hit him.
Say that again?
So like I have the efficient molding that I can do 2 jutsus at the same thing, like as a bonus action,
Okay.
which is what I've been doing. And if I
Right,
use the first one to break the shield, and the
And then
second
you can
one
use the
would
second
hit.
one to target him. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that.
Yeah, that I'll
You might want to. I mean, I would recommend using something not very strong to break the shield. It only has 2 HP.
the last attack I use is my lowest chakra one. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're going all out, baby.
All right.
Yeah, another agonizing thorn. There's rocks aplenty in here. The rocks keep floating. I keep throwing them.
Okay.
Thinking that hits.
I do think that hits. Unfortunately, well, it destroys the shield. Obviously, unfortunately, the damage was kind of wasted. But
Yeah, and then and then the second one. Do you want me to roll again for the second one?
yeah. He's gonna try to dodge it. It's not just gonna sit there and let you hit him. But he can't do anything about that. He tries to dodge out of the way, but you strike him.
He also makes a strength saving throw.
Okay. You watch as the purple beams that were coming from the pillars intercept part of your attack, reduce, sort of taking out some of the chakra from it. So whatever damage you dealt there is going to be reduced by 9.
10 damage.
Strength save. Strength is. So since I'm a god at rolling saves, he does make his save.
He does make the strength saves?
Yeah, I nat 20'd.
Okay. What was the 1d6? Oh, the 1d6 was for the... Got it.
Right, so you deal 10 points of damage to him.
Yeah, I deal 10, and he is not
with
prone.
that.
Nice.
Yeah, I like this ability because if they do the saving throw, it isn't half damage. It's the only reason.
Alright, next up is the other Temple Guardian. He will target Suiko. And he does hit. For how much damage? No, it's not that bad. Slash R. Let's see what's the... well, 8 points of damage on Suiko. Oh, I forgot to move Asaka. He's falling after you guys.
Come on, bud.
Arata, you're up next.
All right. Well, Senior 1 health here. I am not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just gonna go for a hit. Oh, do I want to do advantage though? Because I kind of want to move after. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a regular hit because I do want to move after, so I'm not gonna use my advantage thing.
Okay.
Thank you. We love to see it.
That'll hit.
All right. I mean, I guess.
Doesn't exactly have very impressive. Well, he's destroyed. He disappears in a puff of ice and snow.
I was gonna say I can roll damage, but I'm assuming I'm gonna do 1. So.
I do think that's a safe assumption.
All right. And then. I'm gonna. Hey Suiko, do you think you can handle this this dude 1-on-1?
The dude with 1 health point.
Do you have that one down to 1 health too?
Oh no, sorry, I can't see. Wait, let me try refreshing it.
They don't have...
They don't have the health bars.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah.
Not for us right now.
Yeah, not for me. I mean, I'll just refresh. That doesn't hurt.
These,
So how much health do they have? Hudson?
he has 12 HP.
Oh, 12. Okay.
And how much did he just deal to you on like a decent roll?
He did 8.
Oh, you're fine. I'm dipping out. All right. Can I tell Than to hop on my shoulder real quick before I start running?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna tell Than to hop on my shoulder. Hey,
is
Suiko.
your beast clone right now, though?
Oh, he is. Never mind. Good call, actually. Okay, never mind. He cannot do that. So that being said, hey Than, help out Suiko. She needs it. I'm gonna go help out with Nadaj over there. Then he yips back agreeingly, and I dip out this way. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay. All right. Next up is Suiko.
Okay. I'll use my the blossom, whatever.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yeah, see, you had it the whole time. You're fine.
Oh, we're using the. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I was using the iron block. It doesn't really matter. You get critical.
So that's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Kenjiro calls over to you and says, "No point in saving your chakra. Use what you can."
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Next up is Osaka.
Put in that work.
4, 5. And he will attempt to help you on your next attack. So he sort of tries to distract the guardian a little bit.
Nice.
He calls out at him and sort of kicks some snow at him.
Tells him he's ugly.
So schoolyard insults are things. Nadaj, he will go ahead and say, "You'll wish that you hadn't gotten rid of the barrier, and he will attempt to reach out and make a melee ninjutsu attack. So that'll be.
Well, that's scary.
Let me plus 7. And I have to do /R because of course I do. And not 1. Jesus, hit a thing.
Yes,
Kenjiro
sir.
Easily dodges out of the way. And Kenjiro says, "Not regretting it too much." Next up is Thanatos.
All right. Thanatos sees that the two of them are handling it well and decides Arata is a silly goose and chases after him anyway. So he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then Arata turns around and goes, "What the heck are you doing over there?" And he lets him know that Suiko's got it covered, so she's fine. And he's gonna go ahead and dash towards and try to get over there and help out with the Nadaj. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm not gonna stop like back here. I'm not gonna run up all the way. He's gonna
Not-
chill.
not risking,
He's gonna chill a little bit. We're not trying to get too fancy.
Alright, Kendro will let me check what he does.
Can Arata get over there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I can. Cool.
Kenjiro calls back really quick and he says, "Do we want to try to take this guy out or should I try to knock him out?"
Take him out or knock him out?
Yeah, I think he's saying kill him or let him live.
Well,
no,
no.
is that not what he's saying?
You can go beat him up or try to do something sneaky that'll just knock him out, but it won't.
I say we beat him up. We got
Beat him up.
we got numbers. We're looking good. I think we just beat him up.
All right. He will attempt to attack Josh with a 13 to hit. Will not hit.
All right, hey, so cancel that. Let's do the sneak thing, huh? How about that?
Next up is Izuto. So you can imagine this fairly epic Jonin battle of quick hits.
Quick hits that are just
Or quick not hits, really. If we're
not hits.
To be fair, in Naruto, like in the fights, they rarely
That is
actually
fair.
hit.
this is true. This is true.
Mostly just, exchange blows and blocks and stuff. So
Alright. My stand finally comes into play. I make another hand, and I will do it again. Not that it matters, but I will do it behind him if it ever does matter. It's just a space that I can see. And the space must be open. One hand reaches out and tries to grab him.
So that's a strength save, right?
Yes.
Well, it looks like you
Oh, wait, no,
missed.
sorry. Yeah.
I will do the double jutsu, and I will try again.
Okay.
I'm running
Burn
out
him
of
through
chocolate
that
very
chocolate.
quickly. I really hope there's not a final boss of this.
Okay, that'll hit.
All right, and then he does strength saving throw.
He fails.
All right, he is grappled.
Oh, you failed a saving throw?
restrained. Yeah, that's insane. I've never seen
Yeah,
it fail
weird.
that. He is
Odd.
grappled. He is restrained. He cannot do hand seals or use chakra seals.
If he's restrained, do I get advantage on attack?
Yes.
Sweet. That's huge.
And I do 2d6, and then I will bonus action to do another 2d6.
Okay. So the pillars do reduce some of that damage. So he takes 7 points of damage. Yeah. So well, I guess we'll come to that. All right. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
That is it for me.
I need to make some concentration checks because he has taken multiple points of damage, and just to remind you guys that I don't know how relevant it is. I think it'll be relevant for Izuto at least. Concentration, you have to concentrate on some jutsu.
Yeah, to keep it going.
Right, but when you take damage, you have to roll a concentration check to keep it going.
Gotcha.
My hand will be a concentration thing. If I.
Right.
If he even touches me.
So Nadaj, he rolled 2 saves that beat the 2 points, the 2 sources of damage that he's taken from you so far. So whatever he's concentrating on, presumably the pillars, he's still concentrating on.
But he's not doing like hand movements or anything, right?
No, he doesn't need to do hand movements to concentrate. It's a purely mental activity.
He doesn't need like a fidget spinner to like keep concentration. Sorry, that was a bad one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was rough. I didn't want to say it.
The Temple Guardian will turn around and attack Osaka,
Oh, Jesus.
hitting him.
But hey, you get advantage attack. It's it'll be fun.
And Osaka takes it right to the jaw and sort of falls to the ground. And he says, "Suiko, help!"
Oh, God.
Next up is Arata.
All right, I'm going to run up. 10, oh, dang, you're gonna be in my way. So I'm gonna run up. I'm going to. All right, I do a lot of nonsense here. So I am attacking with advantage, correct? Because of his constrained. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Make sure I hit. Actually, I'm going to bonus action a chakra blow. To get 1d6 as long as I hit.
Okay.
So let me boop do that, and then 26. All right, thank you, advantage. All right, thank you, advantage. All right.
He will go and roll your damage. He will, as a reaction, create another barrier between you guys and him.
Okay. So I have a d6 from chakra blow, a d6 from the blades, 2 d8s from the advantage, and 2 d8s from. Oh no, 2 d6s. Okay, hold up. This is a lot. Okay, so chakra blow is a d6. I'm just gonna do this the dumb way. Then plus a d6 for the weapon.
Okay, I see what you guys are. Izuto has the thing that gives advantage, and then you do a little combo here.
A little wombo combo, if you will.
Yeah.
Plus 2d8, and then plus 2d6. Okay. So just so we're clear, because I'm not cheating here, I have Blade Spray, which is 2d6 because he's less than max health. Sneak Attack, because I attacked with advantage, which is 2d8. A d6 from my weapon, and then a d6 from Chakra Blow. And that's what I'm rolling.
Okay.
Sounds right.
All right. And then plus your dex mod, right?
Plus Dex mod. Yeah, so plus another 3.
Okay. So the crystal barrier takes that to the face there.
Well, 26.
Yeah, and it's still up. Clear cracks beginning to form in it already. And he sort of hisses the thing. And he says, "I don't remember you being this strong last time."
Hey, I don't either, man. So that's. I was saving this for endgame, brother.
You're up next.
Okay. You know what? Whatever. I'll just do the high monk thing again.
Okay. You'll have advantage on your first attack roll against him, whatever that might be. Since Osaka distracted him.
Sorry.
Let's go, Osaka.
What would I add to that? Do I not just roll my regular +6?
Oh,
Advantage means you roll twice.
Yeah, roll twice and take the higher.
Okay.
Okay, that'll hit, but you should try to roll for a crit.
Easy crit. Easy crit.
No, not quite. But you hit. Go and roll damage.
Okay.
This is the high moon kick thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, monk.
High monk kick. So that's the 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah, it would be the unarmed plus 1d6 twice because it's 2 attacks.
Okay. Well, she has to roll again for her second attack, right? Well, I guess it doesn't matter actually since you took him out in the first. Yeah, your two hits, turning him into a puff of ice and snow.
Yay.
Yeah, for future reference, it says make a taijutsu attack 2 times. So I don't know.
Right.
So she'd have to roll to hit twice. Is that what
she
you're?
has to roll to hit twice. But she hit on the first one. So
Yeah.
go and mark off the chakra though.
Yeah. Right. Always forget.
So his shield has 12 health. Yeah.
Okay. And I can move now, right?
Yeah. Osaka gives you a thumbs up from the ground. He says, punch that guy in the face.
You did great, sweetie. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm done.
Next up is Osaka. He basically he sort of runs to the stone here, just trying to hide basically and stay away from danger.
Smart kid.
Good boy.
Smart child.
Next up is Nadaj. Since he's in the crystal, there's not much he can do to you guys on the outside.
He can
So
break
he
it if he
will-
wants. Come on now.
Well, he could. He will continue. He does some hand signs, and the walls around you glow even brighter. You feel like you're just on the edge of whatever's being done here is almost completed. Thanatos is up next.
All right. So this shield has 12 health, correct?
Yep.
All right, I might be able to tunneling
Fight
fang
it,
it.
fan. Fight it.
I might be able to tunneling fang. Well, hey, see, this is why Than's actually like a lot more useful now. So Than runs up to me, and me and him again, just like last time, tag team it up, because he's in his clone mode for 10 minutes.
Right.
And so he spins his 5 chakra. We start spinning rapidly again, and then throw ourselves at this shield, trying to take it out. 20 plus 5. Son of a gun.
So the tunneling fang impacts the crystal barrier, ineffective against it.
All right, fair enough.
Kenjiro's up next, and he says, "Come on, let's take this guy out." And that's a crit. So well, it destroys the crystal barrier.
I'd hope so.
If not, we have a problem. Dang, that sucks, dude. If I would have broke the barrier, that would have been huge.
Yeah,
Would've been 72.
That would have changed. Yeah, that would have changed the outcome of the battle, I think. Oh well, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Next up is Izuto, who is out of steam.
Is he still in the hand though?
Yes, the hand would have been inside of the barrier with him. So yeah.
Yeah. I will, as a bonus action, do another 2d6.
Okay. Is that an attack roll against him, or is it like?
No, it is if he is caught. Here, I can read it out real quick. If he is caught in it, I can do like one of three things, which is
I see
you can
it.
yeah,
Use,
you can
use,
crush
yeah.
the hand and do
That makes-
2d6. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I will point out, I did not
one big.
forget this. You're grappling. It prevents him from forming hand signs or using chakra seals.
Mhm.
Ever since he put up the crystal pillars, he hasn't needed to use hand signs for anything that he's been doing so far.
Gotcha.
So.
Hey, I stay with the nat ones though.
Well, there
Either.
is that. Well, that unfortunately, it's the crystal beams, the beams of light from the crystal pillars just eat up that damage. It like reduces like the size of the hand for a moment when it tries to constrict, just
Gotcha.
giving him like a little grip on his shoulder there.
All right. And now he's just gonna do something he usually doesn't do. I'll whip out a kunai. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
I will attack him with a regular kunai. I don't know how much that is. I haven't even looked into
I
it.
believe it's a D4 actually.
Probably. Is it a D4?
I think so, because I remember looking at it because I was curious because I have a kunai stack and I think it's a D4.
It's a D4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It is a D4. I will say you can throw the.
Because you can
kunai,
throw
so-
it. Yeah, kunais you can throw.
If I run out of chakra, what happens?
Nothing, I don't think. It's just you can't use jutsu, obviously, at that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's a punishment for hitting 0 chakra.
All right, I'll use agonizing thorn again.
Okay.
God damn. Plus 6, 10, doesn't matter.
Well, he's restrained still, so you have advantage.
Oh, that's right. God bless advantage.
God bless the USA.
Earth and Grass. was
Oh,
fine.
wait. Should I have rolled advantage on Than's attack? I mean, it's too late now, but I realize
yeah.
that now.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
No, he
I
rolled it
wasn't
on the
thinking about
rata.
it.
It's not Than's.
Oh, well, no, that was against the barrier. The barrier was not.
Oh, the bear was on chain. Makes sense.
Okay, so that does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's go.
Roll your D4, brother.
No, it's my D8. I use agonizing thorn.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's
that was
nasty.
a huge roll.
Okay. So some of that is reduced by the crystal pillars, but he still takes 14 points of damage.
Huge.
For concentration save, and he fails. So the pillars all around him crumble into nothing as they.
Huge.
Let's go.
Next up is Arata.
Cool. All right. So he's still restrained, so I don't have to use my no moving thing. But I'm pretty much gonna go for I'm just gonna go for the same thing. I'm gonna chakra blow. So -2 chakra. And then go for the hit.
Oh, I have not been doing this Squish Chakra. There we go. Well, that'll miss, but you have advantage, so yeah. That'll hit.
There it is. All right.
He will in desperation put
Oh,
up
God.
another crystal barrier. Oh, actually no, he cannot because the pillars are down, so he can't use hand signs at the moment.
Let's go. Okay, sweet.
My hands are goaded. My hand goaded.
So
Yeah.
D6 for
that's quite a powerful jutsu for
D6
that.
for that.
What'd you say, husband?
D8 for that.
That's a powerful jutsu for being D rank, I think.
I agree.
Oh, it's a 2d6 at the end. That's what it is. What do we got? 15. God, dude, I rolled 3 nat
Rough
ones out of
rolls,
that.
yeah.
Good lord.
Okay. Well, he takes that 15 points of damage to the face. Next up is Suiko.
Final blow. Final blow.
I
Imagine.
get why you hate being last. Can't do anything.
5.
Okay. 5. No. What?
Remember, your first diagonal can be 5. I know.
Oh god.
Yeah, you can get there. You can get there. I don't know if you're trying to get to this space. You can get there.
Yeah. Okay. I want to use my moonlight high because I moved at least 15 feet forward.
True.
That is true.
Oh. Similar to the high monk. Is this worth it actually? It says they have to make a strength saving throw, being knocked prone on a failed save. Is this worth it?
Yeah. That just means like he'll fall to the ground if he fails it, but you'll still do your damage.
Okay. All right. It's similar to the high monk. I make 2 taijutsu attacks.
Okay. This is high what?
Moonlight cook.
Moonlight.
Moonlight high. Yeah, it's
Moonlight
on page
high.
3 or 4.
I was gonna say it's like next to high monk of your was.
It's somewhere
Okay,
in that
I see.
world.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, so it's basically the same thing except has
Yeah.
that little extra thing. Okay. You have an advantage on these attacks since he's restrained. So 17 will hit, and go and roll the second one too.
Okay, your restraint thing is actually OP with us.
Well,
So
yeah.
roll a d20 with a plus 6 again.
Hudson's like, well, yeah.
I mean, it was. I'll say this: it was ideal for this fight in particular. I would
Yeah.
Because of
where
his hand signs
using
and
hand
stuff.
seals.
Yeah.
say. And he has a very poor strength save, so you targeted where he's weak, which is that'll
Yeah.
do it.
It was just ideal.
Clearly
Alright,
calculated.
Did you go and roll a fourth time just to check for that crit?
4th time. Okay.
Because there were 2 attacks that you had advantage on, so that's a total of 4 rolls.
Ayo.
Well, you hit twice in any case.
Yeah,
So
no.
go ahead and roll your damage.
2, 6.
Not bad.
Do I roll a second time, right?
Yeah. You hit him twice.
Cool.
Oh,
There it is.
1 point of damage. 1 HP left.
Yeah. How can I? Just finishing him off, I guess. Kenjiro could have
Fan,
done
bye down.
On his turn, he will go ahead and repeat the saving throw as an action, because that's something he can do. And he fails. He's like struggling in the thing, trying desperately to get out, and he's not getting.
succeeding.
Thanatos is up.
Than can close it out. Is that what you're telling me? All right, Than is going to. Oh yeah, he's still. Oh, he doesn't have enough chakra. He's gonna have to bite him. Wait, this could be really funny. Okay,
He bites
So,
the ground at
Than runs around, sees a juicy looking ankle right in front of him for the taking,
Do it.
and he sends it all the way. Oh my gosh, we have advantage. Hold, pause. And he gets there. And Than takes his ankle out and brings him to the ground. While looking like me. So you just see a version of me bite his ankle and bring him down.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of Fan. You did great.
Do I need to roll damage? Does this matter?
No,
I don't know.
he had
Okay.
1 HP.
Okay.
He can't do any jutsu, so.
Let's go.
So,
I
with that,
collapse immediately.
yeah,
I have 0 chakra.
Nadaj falls to the ground underneath the assault of Thanatos, and Thanatos sort of taking his ankle out. Kenjiro sort of lets out a sight. He looks around, and all the glowing walls of the temple, the light disappears slowly, revealing only a few tattered chakra seals tagged to a number of the walls. The chakra seals, as the light fades, they burn up with them, with the fading of the light. Kenjiro sort of lets out a breath. He's still like looking around, looking for enemies, but after a few moments, it just becomes quiet. You can just hear the winter wind howling in the distance.
But the fight against Shoten and the success of your first mission is no longer in question.
Let's go!
Successfully completed your first mission.
Let's go!
Is there anything that you guys would like to do at the temple, or would you like to head back to the camp and rest?
Ooh, I 100% want to explore this temple. Are you kidding me right now?
I am definitely too tired to explore this temple,
What's
but
that?
I recommend you guys go for it.
Yeah, so we run around. I mean, I guess just because this is what we're good at, do we happen to smell anything, whether it's like animals or any like chakra scents or anything like that?
You can make a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
I'll say Kenjiro in the meantime, he says, right, so I'm going to grab this guy, take him back to the camp, and make sure that he's fully tied up, and we're going to rest at the camp. Arata and Than, you guys can stick around if you want. If you see any more of those golems, just run. No point in fighting them at this point.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Teach.
I'll go with Kenjiro because
He
I'm
nods
done.
and he says, "Yeah, I'm planning Suiko. I want Suiko and Osaka with me too, just for safety's sake."
Noted.
Okay, I'm gonna have Than specifically do a smell check, and I'll probably like search around normally. And Than, because it's like feral, I have a new thing. I get half my level added to my roll, so I get +1 in this case because it rounds down. So +6 +1. Huh,
As you're doing
sick.
this, Kenjiro, as he's leaving, he looks back and he sort of gives you a thumbs up and he mouths the words, "Good job, Arata."
Oh, I kind of blush and look down, try not to show that it does mean a lot to me that he said it, but I wanna act big and tough.
Okay. With that, everyone except for Arata and Thanatos head off to the camp. Arata, you spend some time sniffing around. It's difficult to say. The scent of like burnt paper is on the air and it's kind of overwhelming from all those chakra seals. So you can't really make out much past that.
Okay.
How much time do you spend at the temple here?
I suppose probably like max like a half hour before I'm like, okay, we need to head back.
Yeah. So you look around the temple. It's mostly just like ancient masonry. There's no like obvious rooms. There's nothing like on the walls. There's no items on the ground, which is still just ice and snow.
Okay.
You don't find anything of particular interest, unfortunately.
All right. Fair enough.
So disappointed, but still happy with your success of defeating the Joni.
Oh yes, Arata is ecstatic because he was very helpful in a multitude of ways throughout the end of this mission.
Yes. You all head back to the camp, and in the morning, you all wake up and head back to the village, I suppose. The tavern, rather, where you started out from. As you along the way, I'll say, what do you guys want to do with Tuco? Kenjiro's plan is just to take him back to the Leaf Village along with Shoten here. He was going to let the mercenaries go, though, because he doesn't really see the point in bringing those guys back.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with Kenjiro bringing them back.
Okay.
Don't have any.
So Kenjiro basically spent some time arranging carts and transportation back to the village now that he has a number of prisoners that he's bringing with him. You all enjoy a meal in the tavern. And you can go ahead and bring your HPs and whatnot back to full since you guys are all
Long rested up.
long rested.
Do we get our dice back now since it was long rest?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So you all share a drink. Let me put some. Oh, I guess there's already a Kenjiro up there. Kenjiro is basically talking with Elder Hanaka.
We leave Nadaj's body in the snow outside.
That's what he deserves.
He's secured in a cart outside. Osaka joins you, if I can find him. Where did I leave him? Oh, I left him back at the temple. As you all order, well, I suppose it's up to you what you guys like to what you guys like to order here. Would you like to order like nice food, drinks? What are you interested in?
I will order the rabbit thing that Osaka said at the beginning when we met him. The rabbit stew or whatever it was.
Would you like to order for Arata as well?
I'm gonna. Do they?
Sorry.
Do what?
Would you like to order for Osaka as well?
Yeah, I'll buy his stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also gonna ask if they have any like raw meat or anything that I can toss to Than.
Yeah. They supply some tasty rabbit meat, uncooked from the stew, for Thanatos. If someone wants to mark off, well, whoever's paying for whatever, it's about 3 Rio per meal.
Okay. I paid for mine and Osaka's.
Okay, so mark off 6 Rio then.
Did they charge me for the raw rabbit for Than?
No.
Sweet.
They seem to appreciate. I mean, Thanatos, a very cute dog. The cooks and
He
everyone
stays getting
around
free meals.
appreciates that he's around. They don't see dogs that much in this area.
He's
So they seem pretty-
wagging his tail, chowing down on his rabbit foot.
As you guys sit around the table, each sort of cradling, eating your meal and cradling the warm ciders that they provide with you as well. Osaka sort of looks up at you guys and he says, hey, I'm really sorry for treating you guys poorly at the start of this. I didn't know what ninja were like. I was pretty young, I guess, when I first saw people like you.
You've been insanely brave in this journey, my man. It has been something astounding at how much you've grown, just gotten braver. I mean, it's been something to witness, and I'm glad I witnessed it with you.
He gives a big grin and he says, "Thanks. I'm happy with myself too. I'm proud."
As you should be. There's also, just to be clear, there are bad ninja in the world. So just because someone says they're a ninja, don't just, give them everything.
It's like the crystal guy.
Exactly,
Like
exactly. You gotta learn to read who to trust and who not to. But I don't blame you for having your guard up.
Osaka nods and he says, "There is one thing though. Do you think I'll ever see the snow leopard again?"
I think you will.
He's
I think you'll meet him.
the snow leopards seem to be very fond of your rabbit trapping. So I would imagine if you keep that up, you'll probably come in contact another time.
Osaka smiles and he says, "I'll just have to convince the elder to let me put my traps out there again on the western slopes."
This is true.
He directs his attention to Suiko and he says, "Suiko, you're really awesome. I think you're great. You helped me a lot."
Yeah, you helped me too. You freaking attacked that snow golem thing. You did great, kid. You're amazing.
Or got attacked, rather.
He grins and he says, "Well, I think everybody was doing plenty of saving with each other. It's nice that you guys have a group. I'll miss you guys when you leave."
I'll miss you too.
I miss you too, kid. I ruffle his hair.
I'll miss you too, trapper of rabbits.
Keep the flower that I gave you.
Right. Yeah, he sort of pulls it out of his pocket and sort of like holds it to himself and he says, "I will. Don't worry." With that, Kenjiro sort of turns around and he says, "All right, guys. Sorry to cut things short, but we gotta go. I don't want to spend too much time on the road with a dangerous captive, so we're gonna be hightailing it back to Konoha as quickly as possible."
Yeah.
Makes sense to me, lead.
He nods. He gives a nod to Osaka and he says, "Pleasure, kid. Maybe think about a career change at some point."
I agree.
Osaka sort of shrugs and he says, but rabbits are so tasty.
True.
Fair point.
Hey, when he's right, he's right.
Yeah, can't disagree.
With that, Osaka, Elder Hanaka, waving you guys goodbye as you take your carts loaded up with a conscious Toku. Well, they're both conscious at this point, but Nadaj, he's a rag stuffed in his mouth, and he is very, very tightly tied.
Yeah, makes sense.
And Kenjiro is like right next to him basically all the time on the cart. As you guys make your way back to the snow village, or the village hidden in the leaves. I will say on the way back, Thanatos has one final opportunity. Try to learn how to.
All right, now. Okay, now that
Okay.
I know how to do it, can I
all
like
of us help
actually
him?
help
No, I mean-
Shothan?
Can the three of us help?
See, I can speak to him, right? It's like I am literally telling him now. I'm like, hey, Izuto taught me, bro. Like this is what I know. This is how it's done.
Okay. Sure. I'll say with all three of your efforts combined, just focusing on teaching Thanatos, and you're all experts at it at this point. With Arata sort of gaining the last of it on that final bit of the mission there. Thanatos does finally wobble as he's walking along the light snow, but not sinking.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And I cheer him on just ferociously the whole time. And I grab a little bone from the rabbit's foot that I hid in there and I toss it to him as a little reward.
Yep, he grabs it happily.
He immediately deactivates it and just goes back into the snow. Like, yeah, I know how to do it. I don't want to though.
All right. Well, yeah, that's a good point. He probably would choose that.
Yeah. As soon as he got the bone, he'd be down.
All right. Well, with that, we will go ahead and end tonight's session.
Gangin'.
Yeah. Good job, guys. That final battle went a lot smoother than I thought it would. I'll put it that way.
Fan going in for the killing blow.
Good
It was
roll
honestly,
today.
yeah, it was mostly the earthen grasp thing that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
really did that.
So I also think it is helpful when one of the team members isn't just missing everything, and when I hit level 3, I deal a lot more damage, which does help a lot too. I have a ton of bonuses that I have now, so
Yeah,
It is
I think
helpful.
Arata's character is finally sort of activated, so to speak.
he can actually do things.
So, cool.
Thank-
I guess I'll see you guys next time. So, to give you a sense of what we will probably, you guys are going to be back at the Leaf Village for a bit. There'll be a down period, basically, where you guys will have some downtime.
Okay.
So think about what you want to do for that, in terms of like exploring the village or whatever. I'll put up the map of the village just in case you guys want to see what you might want to do. But so keep that in mind. There'll be some little short stories or whatever with each of your characters, kind of like last time, if you recall. Little encounters in the village. And then you'll be headed off to your next mission once you're done with all that. So just look and see if you guys. Oh, and you guys are going to get a lot of money for the mission. So think about what you might want to buy with the income that you're about to receive. So take a look at
The shop and
items.
such.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. Unless you guys have any other questions, I guess we'll leave it there then.
No, I'm good.
Sounds good. That was a great session.
Yeah, that was fun.
Good work. You guys are clearly like learning how to play, which is nice.
Oh yes, we are speeding up drastically, which is great.
I'm gonna have to take off the kid gloves, so to speak, for the next.
Like one more. Though.
One more for me.
Wait until he
All
gets.
All right. Well, sounds good, guys. Yeah, excellent session. Good work. I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. See you later.
See ya. Bye.